George Kittle had 3 touchdowns on us, and he posted this thing to IG. He said, F Dallas. I just feel like he's making it way more personal than it had to be. Kittle's my guy, but I'm going to say this. Laugh now, cry later. We got something for that. Just trust. If we see them again, just trust. And we're going to put it just like that. I ain't going to put too much on it. You're going to make it personal. We can make it personal. That's cool.
I don't think George made it personal. It wasn't F Micah Parsons. It was F Dallas, and it was more George's sense of history going back to Gary Plummer. Micah took it a different way. It wasn't singled out about Micah Parsons, but Micah Parsons has a podcast where he does a lot of talking, and he's fine. I don't think he played well in this game. I think he was hurt going into the game, and he didn't have this usual burst that we saw, and George manhandled him. It makes for, great fodder. I wish they wouldn't do it as much. I know you love it. I think it's just win and be quiet about it. Certain coaches wouldn't allow it or try to keep it in ranks, but it's hard. Like the Warriors just couldn't control Draymond Green. You wouldn't hear Steph Curry talking like that. Brock Purdy wouldn't talk like that. And George, I don't think he really had a lot to say. He was just being honest why he wore it, and it was a motivator.
I just wish that they would find a happy medium. Like, it doesn't need to be the hate of Magic and Bird, but it doesn't need to be the love fest that it is after an NFL game where they're exchanging jerseys and talking about their soup commercials together. Like, could we find a happy medium where maybe you don't love them, but you don't have to hate them? Because I know there are guys between the lines, it's very competitive. Dallas wanted to beat the hell out of the 49ers. They can't. I mean, like you said, Micah Parsons didn't even show up. I mean, I respect the fact that you have a podcast and you have a stage and you have a place that you can say these things. But when you have 4 tackles, no quarterback pressures, no quarterback hits, there's not a lot of talking to be had. And you've lost to this team 3 straight times.
But he does a weekly podcast.
Yeah. And he's got to address it, and I get it. And he hasn't been good in those games.